In the summer of 1945, as World War II raged on, America devised an unprecedented plan, codenamed Operation Downfall, to invade Japan. This operation would have been the largest amphibious assault in history. Operation Downfall was divided into two phases, Olympic and Coronet. Each phase was meticulously planned, involving millions of troops and vast fleets of ships and aircraft. The invasion plans were based on extensive intelligence gathering and assessments of Japanese defenses, aiming to secure key islands before the main landings. Olympic, the first phase, aimed to capture Kyushu, to establish airfields for bombing runs and support operations. It would have involved over 766,000 troops. Coronet, the second phase, targeted the Kanto Plain near Tokyo, where over 1 million American and Allied forces would land. Estimates suggest the operation could have resulted in millions of casualties on both sides, making it one of the deadliest military campaigns ever. While planners prepared for a ground invasion, alternative strategies were also considered, including using atomic bombs to force Japan's surrender. Atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6 and 9, 1945, led to Japan's surrender, rendering Operation Downfall unnecessary. Despite never being carried out, Operation Downfall provides a stark reminder of the scale and cost of war and the profound impact of technological advancements on conflict outcomes. Operation Downfall was divided into two major parts, Olympic and Coronet. Olympic aimed to capture the southern islands of Kyushu and Shikoku, while Coronet targeted the Kanto Plain near Tokyo. Planning for Operation Downfall began in earnest in May 1945. The scale of the operation was immense, involving millions of troops and vast amounts of supplies. The U.S. expected heavy casualties due to Japanese resistance. Estimates ranged from hundreds of thousands to over 1 million American lives lost. Japanese civilians were prepared for a final battle, trained in guerrilla tactics and armed with bamboo spears and grenades. Japan's Ketsugo plan involved defending the home islands with kamikaze attacks, suicide boats, and submarines. The U.S. Navy planned a massive invasion fleet, including hundreds of ships and landing craft, to transport troops and supplies. The invasion would have seen paratroopers dropped behind enemy lines to secure key positions before the main landings. In preparation for Operation Downfall, the U.S. built up bases in Okinawa and other Pacific islands to stage the invasion forces. Despite the extensive planning, the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki changed everything, leading to Japan's surrender and the cancellation of the operation. Had Operation Downfall gone ahead, it would have been the largest amphibious assault in history, surpassing even D-Day. The operation relied heavily on intelligence gathering, including decrypted Japanese communications and spy networks. Logistical challenges included the need for rapid supply lines and medical evacuation systems for the wounded. The U.S. Army Air Forces planned extensive bombing campaigns to soften defenses before the invasion. Naval gunfire support from battleships and cruisers would provide crucial fire support during the landings. Specialized units like the Seabees were ready to build airfields and ports immediately after landing. The psychological warfare component aimed to demoralize Japanese troops and civilians, using leaflets and radio broadcasts. Medical teams were prepared for mass casualties, setting up field hospitals and training medics in triage and emergency surgery. Allied intelligence believed that the Japanese military had stockpiled chemical weapons for use if invaded. The invasion plans included detailed maps of potential landing sites and defensive positions. Engineers were tasked with clearing minefields and other obstacles to ensure safe passage for invading forces. Communication networks were established to coordinate between air, sea, and ground forces during the complex invasion. Air superiority was critical. Fighters and bombers were to maintain dominance over Japanese skies. Submarines and destroyers were positioned to intercept any Japanese naval forces attempting to interfere with the invasion. Despite meticulous planning, Many military leaders doubted the success of Operation Downfall due to the fierce Japanese resistance expected. Operation Downfall would have been one of the largest amphibious assaults in history, targeting Kyushu, Japan's southernmost main island. Plans included over 2 million American troops, making it a monumental logistical challenge. Preparations for Operation Downfall involved extensive intelligence gathering. Allied forces used reconnaissance flights, submarines, and spies to map out potential landing sites and fortifications on Japanese soil. The invasion plan was divided into 2 phases. Operation Olympic focused on securing southern Kyushu, while Operation Coronet aimed at conquering the Kanto Plain near Tokyo. To support the ground troops, planners envisioned a vast network of supply lines and airfields. The complexity of this infrastructure was unprecedented, reflecting the immense scale of the operation. Operation Downfall was a massive undertaking that never came to fruition. Instead, Japan surrendered after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, avoiding a catastrophic invasion. Had Operation Downfall been executed, it would have likely resulted in millions of casualties on both sides, altering the course of history and shaping the world differently. The planning for this operation showcased the extensive preparations made by military strategists, reflecting the scale and complexity of World War II. Today, historians continue to debate the potential outcomes and consequences of such an invasion, offering varied perspectives on this hypothetical scenario. 1. Understanding Operation Downfall provides insights into the strategic thinking during World War II and highlights the importance of diplomacy in preventing large-scale conflicts. It serves as a reminder of the human cost of war and underscores the value of peacekeeping efforts in the modern world. As we reflect on Operation Downfall, we must consider the lessons learned and strive for peaceful resolutions to international disputes. By understanding historical contexts, we can better appreciate the complexities of international relations and work towards a safer global community. Let us honor the past by learning from it and committing to a future where conflict is resolved through dialogue and mutual respect. In conclusion, Operation Downfall remains a poignant example of the potential for both devastation and diplomacy in times of global crisis. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. We hope you found this documentary enlightening and inspiring. Please like, share, and subscribe for more historical insights.